Hello, my name is Jack Sides, and here's my presentation. War. A lot of you probably have an opinion on it. A lot of people know that less war is better than more war. But we can all agree that war is sometimes necessary. But my thesis is that a specific type of war, civil war, does not work. It does not achieve the goals that started it. And the example that I'm using, which I did a lot of research into, was the Russian Civil War. The Russian Civil War failed. It had a lot of problems that it wanted to achieve. It did not achieve those.
What were those?
I'm shown. Okay, so you might be wondering, what the heck is this Russian Civil War? I've never heard of it, because it's not mentioned in U.S. history class, even though Americans were involved. It's not mentioned, it's barely mentioned in world history. So what is it? What happened? Basically, it's all started after World War I. Russia was very beaten down. It took a lot of casualties after World War I. And they were under the reign of a very unpopular ruler, Tsar Nicholas II, who was a monarch. Tsar Nicholas, to try to gain more popularity, he went to war with Japan, in which they lost, which decreased his popularity even more, which sparked protests. And one of these protests, called the Bloody Sunday Massacre, was when a bunch of unarmed, peaceful protesters went up to, led by a priest, were gunned down by Imperial Guards sent by Tsar Nicholas II, and they killed and injured a lot of them. This sparked even more outrage, which forced Tsar Nicholas II to give the people a Duma, which is this little, I guess, government body where the people have more say, even though he dissolved the Duma whenever it opposed him. So 10 years went by and people were semi-calm because of the Duma, but eventually they got tired of Tsar Nicholas II, and the Red Army and White Army and they abdicated him from the throne, leaving the Russian throne up for grabs. No, all right, so this led to the Bolsheviks' rise, and they were the Red Army. There was also the White Army, which was a bunch of different factions in different countries, to just name a few: Japan, America, what's it called? Austria-Hungary, Turkey, Germany, and also a bunch of factions within Russia, peasant armies, green armies. And so the Russian war ended eventually after a long, and failed, and I will show you why it failed. Basically, the Bolsheviks won. Well, they won control of Russia. The Eastern European countries gained independence, but that's not very important. Lenin was in control, and he was very authoritarian. During the war, he put in war communism, which was basically strategic starvation of people and stealing food. And he also implemented collectivism, which was a failed economic policy that led a lot of people to starve. It made the famines that during that time even much worse than they already were. It was a gruesome time. There was cannibalism. People were eating barks off of trees. People were joining the Russian Guard because the Russian Guard literally just went in and stole people's food so they could steal people's food and eat it. It was terrible. There was a lot of poverty, a lot of death. Also, during all this anarchy during the war, it destroyed the inner infrastructure of Russia. It led to a lot of a bunch of countries coming in to help, but looking for their own interest, including America and all those other foreign countries I listed. It created a bunch of needless death. So the war, all the fighting, and also all the famine in total, it killed around 12 million people. That's enough to kill the entire DMV, so this area, over twice. It's a lot of people. So in conclusion, wars are not good. Less war is better than more war. But my research on the Russian Civil War shows that civil wars do not work. Everyone loses, and there must be better solutions. Okay, it's been good having this